Hello and welcome back to one of my videos. In this video, I'm going to be talking about serial killers, but mostly the one you might not have heard of. Now, if I said the names Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, you all know who these people are. You all know straight away who I'm talking about because these names have been the faces of serial killers for way over 40 years. Almost every single serial killer magazine, and they have received countless of TV shows, movies, books, all based on and around these three evil killers. But if I said the name Samuel Little, would you be as familiar with that name as you were with the other three killers that I mentioned prior? Probably not. You see, Samuel Little, he has murdered more people than Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, all put together. And yet, not one Netflix show about this man or movie based on this man's crimes has been released or made. And why? Let's talk about the kill count of the other three serial killers, shall we? Ted Bundy killed over 30 women. John Wayne Gacy killed over 34 young men and boys. And Jeffrey Dahmer murdered 17 young men. So, altogether, the amount of kills by these disgusting bastards are around about 81 victims. Meanwhile, Samuel Little, he went on to murder over 100 women over approximately 40 to 45-year period. And yet, you would think being a serial killer with that high level of body counts, that would have made him as well known as the other three killers. Well, yes, you would think that, but weirdly enough, it hasn't. And the reason why I believe they won't is because Samuel Little is a black male, and 98% of his victims were black women. And you know for a fact that Netflix wouldn't touch this story with a 50-foot pole. Samuel Little was born on June the 7th, 1940, Reynolds, Georgia. His mother, Bessie Little, was a teenage prostitute who had abandoned him, but authorities believed that she might have given birth to him while she was in jail. So technically, the second this man was born, he was already behind bars. He attended Hawthorne Junior High School. By his own account, he began having sexual fantasies about strangling women as a child. It started when he saw his kindergarten teacher touch her own neck. As a teenager, he collected true crime magazines depicting the strangulation of young women. Now, I collect true crime magazines too, so let's just move on, shall we? In 1961, Samuel Little was sentenced to 3 years in prison for breaking into a furniture store. He was released in 1964, and by 1965 he had been arrested 26 times in 11 different states for crimes including theft, assault, attempted rape. He committed fraud and attacks on government officials. Now, after all of that, they still let this fucker walk free. How many crimes do you have to commit before they say, alright, this person cannot be fixed, and throw away the key? The amount of young women that could have been saved if he just served a long prison sentence. Hearing stuff like this makes me fucking angry. It really does irritate me every single time. It's like, oh, he's raped 3 women and tried to kill 2. Okay, that's like, what, 30 years in prison right there? But no, they give him 2.5 years in prison, let him out of his cage, and then what's he do? Goes and kills and rapes 3 more women. That could have easily been prevented. Anyway, moving on. In 1982, Little was arrested in Mississippi, and he was facing charges of murder of a 22-year-old Melinda Rose Lapre, who had gone missing in September of that year. A grand jury declined to indict him for her murder. However, while under investigation, Samuel Little was extradited to Florida and tried for the murder of 26-year-old Patricia Ann Mount, whose body has been found in September 1982. Prosecution's witnesses identified Little in court as the person who had spent the last time with Mount on the night before her disappearance. Due to the mistrust of the witness testimony, Samuel Little was acquitted in January 1984 because every person he attacked were prostitutes. Now, many serial killers do this for main reasons. They think prostitutes are not missed. They don't think these women have families that would miss them. Kids, brothers, mothers. Not only that, these night workers, these street workers, tend to travel. So they might be in one area for 2 weeks, a next area for 2 weeks, a different area for a month, and then by the time it comes back to the area they were first at, 3, maybe 4 months has passed. So you would expect certain prostitutes and night workers to be gone from that area for a very long time. This is the reason why quite a lot of people don't really miss them when they're gone, because they just think or assume they're working in a different district, in a different area. This is the reason why no red flags are raised when a prostitute goes missing or doesn't turn up, because police just think she's traveling somewhere and she's just in a different area. And many serial killers know this, and they also know prostitutes don't like police officers, and police officers don't like prostitutes. So when a street worker goes missing, the police do not jump or respond to their disappearance as quickly as they would like a child going missing or an adult gone missing that's not a prostitute. Now, it is sad, but sadly, it is true. Anyway, Samuel Little moved to California now, where he stayed in San Diego, and in October 1984, he was arrested for kidnapping, beating, and strangling a 22-year-old Lori Barrows, who indeed survived. 1 month later, he was found in the back seat. Wait a minute. So he was arrested for beating and kidnapping a 22-year-old woman, and then was released again? Are you fucking kidding me? This man literally has a 4-leaf clover up his ass. How lucky do you have to be? Did you've been fucking caught beating on a woman and strangling her in your car. And then 1 month later he was found again by police in the back seat of his car again with an unconscious woman also beaten and strangled in the exact same location as the attempted murder of Barros. Little served 2 years, well, 2.5 years in prison for both crimes. Upon his release in February 1987, he immediately moved to Los Angeles. And guess what? There he committed at least 10 more murders. Fucking hell. You know what? I see now why they didn't want people to know about this killer. The amount of blunders and mistakes the justice system has made letting this bastard out time and time again. You really wouldn't want people to know about this, would you? But yeah, this man killed so many women by strangulation. And a lot of the times, the only thing this man ever used to strangle these women were his own bare hands. Do you have any idea how fucking evil that is? That's personal, that is. See, if you want to like shoot somebody or whatever, it's one thing. But to get up and close to a person, so you place your own hands around their necks and then squeeze to the point where you watch their eyes slowly close and you see their life being drained from them, that's just a different kind of evil. To be able to do that once, let alone 100 times, is just I can't even put words to it. But that's who Samuel Little was. And obviously, there's a lot more story to this man and what he did to women. But if you want to know more about this man, look him up. It's easily found on Google. Just type his name, Samuel Little, and everything about this man will come up. I think I covered enough about this man and his evilness, just like the basic stuff that he's done. Now, obviously, he's killed over 100 women. I think I've mentioned about 3 of his victims. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you got this far, if you want to subscribe, do so. It's entirely up to you. If you want to voice your opinion, I have a comment section down below. Please let me know what you think about this. I like it when other people share their point of views on this subject because I do read the comment section. If you want to like, that's up to you. And I'll see you again next time. Take care.